Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Earlier this year during their pseudo E3 event EA Play, Electronic Arts revealed that the next game in the Skate franchise is in the works. While details are scant, this is a huge win for fans of the series, as it's been over 10 years since Skate 3 was released. Ever since it seemed pretty apparent that Skate 4 wasn't in the cards, fans of the series flocked to EA's social media accounts, commenting and replying to their posts with the hashtag Skate4. Hope for a sequel was at an all-time low until 2017, when a social media manager for EA tweeted out Skate 4. Between the tweet and the Skate 3 servers being turned back on several years after they had been turned off, optimism within the gaming community was renewed. This all came to a head during EA's Play event this past June, when two of the franchise's directors announced the next installment in the franchise. Although I haven't been an avid skater in years, skateboarding, the games, and its culture played a pivotal part in my adolescence. While recent entries in the genre have either played it safe by reigniting nostalgia like the Tony Hawk series, or trying to reinvent the wheel like the Skate series did in the late 2000s, with mixed results. And since the holidays are upon us, I felt like a wish list was in order for one of my favorite game franchises. Here's 5 things we need in Skate 4. Number 1. Physics 2.0. Originally touted as a more authentic take on skateboarding when the first Skate was released, the game did provide an interesting take on the genre, including flick-it controls, where the left stick steered your skater and the right stick controlled the skater's flick of the board. Perhaps the coolest part of this was depending on how quickly the input was made on the controller, would directly impact how the on-screen character performed the trick, allowing the player to pop a higher ollie or flip the board faster or slower as needed. One of the biggest changes from Skate 2 to 3 was the introduction of difficulty settings in Skate 3. Depending on the setting, it changed how the gravity in the game world, how magnetic your character was to things like rails and ledges, and how long it took to preload your tricks to get them to pop quickly. While I'll switch between normal and hardcore modes on a regular basis depending on what terrain I'm skating, the third entry in the series felt a bit more buggy in some senses because of this. Sometimes I would bail on a trick expecting to land it, or vice versa. My hope is that EA will be able to create a consistent feeling between difficulty settings without changing how the physics affect your character. Number 2. Guerrilla Radio. One of the biggest mixed bags across the Skate series, in my opinion, has been the soundtracks. While all of the games have had instantly recognizable tracks across tons of genres, for some reason the sum of its parts just never clicked the same way the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series did. It was cool to see songs that I recognized, though, from skate videos I watched growing up, like Nas's Made You Look, which was used during P-Rod's video part in the classic Yeah Right by Girl Skateboards. I think with the boom of social media, people's taste in music has only grown exponentially from what was available to them in the past. My solution? The next Skate game should partner and integrate Spotify directly into the game. While it's great to have Spotify apps on Xbox and PlayStation, switching back and forth between game and app can be cumbersome at times, and the volume from the app isn't taken into account when things like cutscenes are playing, leading me to miss bits of dialogue often. This doesn't even address the PC market either. It's a minor nitpick at best, but having EA actually license Spotify's catalog plays a bigger part in one of my later points in this very wish list. Also, did I queue up the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater playlist on Spotify while creating this video? Maybe. We're just about at the midway point of this video. Why don't you take a second and like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. If this video hits 50 likes in the first week, I'll take my old skateboard and go down to my local skate park and see if I can still do a kickflip. I'm guessing I won't, but we can always try. Number 3, real-life locations. The Skate series relied on 2 different fictional locations throughout its 3 mainline games, San Vanalona and Port Carverton. Both locations were filled with multiple skate parks and tons of skatable objects and lines with skaters in mind. One awesome idea would be to include recreations of actual real-life skate spots in whatever location the next game takes place in. Many legendary spots have been changed or straight up just don't exist anymore due to many of them being renovated or destroyed by outside interests. The Brooklyn Banks, the Carlsbad Gap, and Love Park in Philly are just a few that come to mind. Make them an Own the Spot challenge in the next game and preserve them digitally for years to come. Number 4, create like a pro. Creative expression is a huge aspect of skateboarding, and showing off your style is more than just what tricks you can do. The DIY spirit has always been a part of skateboarding, and skaters will create anything from spots to skate to videos to show off their progression and style. While the Skate series has always had a clip editor and create a park modes, editing and designing them with a controller on console was always cumbersome at best. With the ubiquity of cloud computing and storage, it'd be interesting to see EA create a browser application that could take uploaded game footage and let us move the camera around and create skate clips to our heart's content. This is also where the Spotify catalog would come into play. It would be awesome to let us use whatever song we want from their catalog to be the backbone of our edit. In addition, a browser-based park editor could streamline the creation of a park with a mouse and keyboard, then let us enter a code to have it compile in-game so we can test it at a moment's notice. Number 5, a battle pass. Yes, you heard me right. I think a battle pass could actually extend the life of a game like this for everyone beyond the yearly cycle that other EA franchises like Madden are accustomed to. Gaining XP to unlock new things like new decks, trucks, wheels, and clothing would give players a reason to keep logging in long term, and adding daily and weekly challenges could extend how fresh the game feels. If EA were to partner with real brands for the battle pass each season, I could see it becoming a huge success. Being able to unlock a new colorway of my favorite Vans when they're released in stores would be cool. Better yet, when a skater goes pro, let us get their deck the same time it drops in real-life skate shops. And that about wraps up this video. Is there anything that you want to see in Skate 4 that I missed? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.